McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
This presentation is brought to you by Land Rover's Discovery, the 1995 four-wheeler of the year.
Land Rover Discoveries frequently come home slightly more soiled than ordinary cars. But they still get washed exactly the same way. With soap and water.
To build something that endures takes hard-working people. People who care. People with vision. And the strength to see the job through. We know. Since 1904, that's how we've built a name for ourselves in financial services. Providian. Insurance, credit, and retirement savings.
The 3M Filtrete microparticle air filter outperforms all other 1-inch filters by getting more of the small stuff that's in your air out, like more dust particles. It also traps pollen and mold, particles that could irritate your allergies. It even gets animal dander. Try the Filtrete microparticle air filter. It gets more of the small aggravating things in your air out, even smoke. Look for the complete line of 3M filters wherever you buy furnace and air conditioner filters.
The newest Black & Decker Dustbuster. With twice the power as before, it'll pick up more than you think. The Black & Decker Dustbuster. More power, more pickups.
This Veterans Day weekend, one television network will dominate the land, the sea, and the air. TNT. With 3 days of the greatest war movies ever made.
This is where we separate the men from the boys.
Plus frontline encounters with today's real-life war heroes.
You have Errol Flynn or Ronald Reagan with you? What more do you need?
Operation TNT. Watch for movies and more throughout this Veterans Day weekend on TNT.
Tuesday night NBA on TNT. Suns, Knicks, Tuesday at 8 on TNT.
The world is full of stories, like this one, about the endangered loggerhead sea turtle. For every 1,000 born, only one will survive the predators, the pollution, the long journey across the Atlantic. This turtle has endured. Now you'll find her in the Azores, or on page 94 of National Geographic magazine. Every month, National Geographic takes you further, where forbidding territory becomes an exhilarating adventure. Unfamiliar people become friendly faces, and distant phenomena explode in front of your eyes. Join the Society for just $25 a year. You'll receive 12 issues of the magazine, and you'll be helping to support important research projects. So call this toll-free number now, or send a check for $25 to this address. And discover fascinating new worlds here at the National Geographic Society.
Back to our McClintock hosts, Patrick and Michael Wayne.
The McClintock character had a code, and he always looked in his roles for a character that had a code. And as long as the character didn't deviate from that code, the code didn't necessarily have to be his in real life or off screen, but it had to have a code, and he didn't deviate from it. And he would surprise people. He would surprise the audience with the different things that happened, but he would never trick them. And that's kind of what he looked for when he was selecting a role.
We now return to McClintock. McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
Nacho man, yeah. I've got to be a nacho man. Got to be a nacho a nacho man. Always so popular, always in demand.
Hey, just add Old El Paso to Old El Paso, top, and 3 minutes later, you're a
Nacho, nacho, nacho man.
Old El Paso, where it's easy to be nacho.
We could really use a vacation.
Come and discover the continent of Puerto Rico. Discover the warmth of our tropical beaches, the wonders of our natural beauty, the legends of our centuries-old cities, and the challenges of everything you've ever wanted to do. Only a continent could offer so many great vacation experiences. Only Puerto Rico puts it all within your reach.
The 3M Filtrete microparticle air filter outperforms all other 1-inch filters by getting more of the small stuff that's in your air out, like more dust particles. It also traps pollen and mold, particles that could irritate your allergies. It even gets animal dander. Try the Filtrete microparticle air filter. It gets more of the small aggravating things in your air out, even smoke. Look for the complete line of 3M filters wherever you buy furnace and air conditioner filters.
Keep up.
See up there. Fun, huh?
Oh, hi. Hey, Mom.
Did you leave any dirt out there?
A little.
Hey, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, what you got? Okay, listen up. We got some purple stuff, OJ, soda.
I'll take one.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes like orange, tangerine, and lime.
Some healthy junk, too. Sunny D to go. All right. Sunny Delight. The good stuff kids go for. What do you want?
A snack that's really gross. With dirt? Wow. That tastes incredible.
Introducing Duncan Hines Kids Cups Dirt with worms. Mouth-watering Devil's Food cupcakes, crunchy cookie crumbs, and gooey gummy worms. Duncan Hines Kids Cups are easy to bake and impossible to resist.
Gross and great.
There's soft rocks and sports, too. New from Duncan Hines. Hot stuff.
Monday night on Larry King Live. You can do it. You can have it. You can be it. And now Motivation Master Tony Robbins shows us a new way to say it. Monday night, 9 Eastern on CNN.
Watch the big boys of the WCW 100% live on WCW Monday Nitro every Monday night at 9 on TNT.
Now playing at your Northwest Ford dealer, the Road Ranger, starring an unbeatable offer on America's #1 selling compact truck, Ford Ranger. Right now, get your choice of either $750 cash back or get low 3.9% APR financing for a potential savings of over $1,900. Don't miss the thrill ride of the year that could save you over $1,900. Get down to your Northwest Ford dealer today.
Something's coming. You can feel it in the air. You can see it. Now you can get it. HBO and Cinemax guarantee a great new movie every Friday and Saturday night, 52 weeks a year. Stars and Encore keep the entertainment coming with more movies, more stars, and more of your favorites. Call now for TCI Choice Theaters.
We now return to McClintock on TNT. McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
Fasten your seatbelts and hold on to your hats. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
The journey, the struggle, the battle. The adventure's so big, it has to be a movie.
Johnny, we're going in too fast!
Johnny Quest.
This is dangerous.
Waging war against the evil Dr. Zinn.
I'm determined to put an end to Quest Team once and for all.
And his vicious army of cyber insects.
Johnny, heads up!
Surrender or die, it makes no difference to me.
Zinn has to have a weak spot.
Yes!
The young superhero is in for the fight of his life. Johnny Quest versus the Cyber Insects, a world premiere movie, Sunday, November 19th at 7.
only on TNT.
Your number is up.
Listen, are you hungry? I skipped breakfast. You wanna have a donut?
Andrew Shepard is about to go where no American president has gone before.
President can't just go out on a date.
I'm having dinner at the White House.
I'm having lunch at the Kremlin.
Dig it, Miss Wade. You're the president's girlfriend.
Michael Douglas and Annette Bening in a Rob Reiner film, The American President, rated PG-13. Special advance showing Saturday.
Ordinary credit cards charge interest from the moment you buy something, if you carry a balance as little as $1.
I didn't know that.
It's true. But the Optima True Grace card from American Express doesn't. So you could save money by switching to the Optima True Grace card. I can? Yes, you can. Apply now and you'll also get a special low introductory rate of just 7.9% for 12 months. And there's no annual fee. So you'll save even more. Start saving on interest charges. Don't delay. Call for your Optima True Grace card from American Express. Remember, the Optima True Grace card is the first major credit card with an interest-free grace period, even when you carry a balance.
And that adds up to a lot of savings.
You can apply right over the phone. Call 1-800-4-OPTIMA. Stop paying interest you don't have to. Now.
Think, Howie. Why is your throat, your cough, your fever all feel worse? Because it's nighttime, and you can dwell on it. Take what you used during the day. Well, you'll still be up all night coughing. Your speech will bomb at the convention.
Nighttime is no time for a 1 or 2 symptom medicine you take during the day.
Room service, you have any NyQuil? The corner drugstore?
With Vicks NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine, the difference is night and day.
Imagine a video store where the hits are never out of stock, no late return fees, free delivery, and thousands of movies. Stop dreaming. Get DirecTV. Over 50 channels of movies, and I choose when I want to watch them. Hits, classics, new releases, beamed in digitally for great picture and sound. Imagine never hearing Please Be Kind, Rewind.
Now for as low as $34.95 a month, you can own the 18-inch DSS dish of your choice with DirecTV programming. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Wasting your Monday nights and get ready for the major league of professional wrestling. WCW Monday Nitro is on Turner Network Television every Monday night at 9.
Dramatic moments in black sports history. Tuesday at 10:30 on TNT.
You may have heard that things are cheaper in the country. Well, the folks at Junction City Farm and Garden are ready to prove it by offering you tremendous savings on stall nets, straw, and all of their feeds. Junction City Farm and Garden is your farm and garden headquarters, where you can also save on Wrangler shirts and jeans, propane, pet supplies, and many other items. So, look for us on the corner of 10th and Front Street in Junction City, or give us a call at 998-2371. Junction City Farm and Garden. It's not just a feed store.
Brenner's Furniture has the largest selection of sleeper sofas with over 200 on display. Right now, we're closing out 150 of them at rock-bottom prices. We got to move them out, so we slashed our prices to an all-time low. For a big selection and even bigger savings, shop the biggest sleeper sofa clearance ever going on now at Brenner's Furniture. Our prices are so low that these sleepers won't last long, so hurry into Brenner's Furniture now.
Back to our McClintock hosts, Patrick and Michael Wayne.
One sequence in the film we did was a mud fight sequence, and we were shooting, I guess, late autumn, or it was really nice. And most of the time we were in Arizona. It's really beautiful weather in the 70s, very warm. But for some reason, the 4 days that we shot this mud fight sequence, it was freezing. It was absolutely ice cold freezing. And we also were in a place near Tombstone, and the accommodations were very limited and very austere. And I shared a room with my dad. And so we go to bed at night, and we're in a room that has a linoleum floor and a tin shower. I mean, it's very, very austere. And we were watching the news at night, and we both fell asleep. And I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning. I had the blankets up to here. My face was frozen, and the TV set is going and bright light and everything. And I'm going, I cannot get back to sleep. And I didn't want to get out of bed to turn this TV set off. So, and I saw my dad start to move. So I froze in bed like this, and I pulled the covers up, and I squinted my eyes, and I was watching him. And he woke up, and he looked at the TV set, and he looked over at me, and he looked back at the TV, and he looked over at me, and he just was staring at me. I know he was trying to will me awake, you know, but and finally just got exasperated, threw the covers back, and he's like tiptoeing over this TV set. Well, I had been biting the inside of my lip to keep from laughing anyway. Well, there was too much at this point in time. I just had to explode in laughter because I did get one good one up on him, but usually he usually gets the good ones on us.
We now return to McClintock. McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
Tuesday night NBA on TNT. Sir Charles is back with a trophy in mind. But Patrick's got championship thoughts of his own. Suns, Knicks, Tuesday at 8 on TNT.
If you don't look in this Sunday's paper for the Toys R Us Big Toy Book, then you'll miss out on over $1,400 in coupons. And that can put you at a big disadvantage.
Lower prices, bigger selection. Guaranteed.
Land Rover Discoveries frequently come home slightly more soiled than ordinary cars. But they still get washed exactly the same way. With soap and water.
Suspense, romance, drama. The greatest movies in history are now fabulous soundtracks.
Good morning.
Call now to receive a free catalog showcasing these great compact discs. Each CD features Hollywood's greatest musical moments in glorious digital sound.
In the rain.
Plus booklets containing rare photos and stories that take you behind the scenes of these classic films.
Interesting.
The music of Hollywood's golden age, shining brighter than ever.
Oh. Is this for me?
Let's give that back to Santa.
Not so fast. I've added a few things to my list.
New Long John Silver's country-style popcorn shrimp. Bite-sized shrimp with fries, just $1.99.
Okay, kid. Hand over the shrimp.
One more thing. On deck, you're on deck.
Just hit it.
Right now, collect a holiday crystal for just 99 cents each.
If you don't look in this Sunday's paper for the Toys R Us Big Toy Book, then you'll miss out on over $1,400 in coupons. And that can put you at a big disadvantage.
Lower prices, bigger selection. Guaranteed.
TNT and Red Dog Beer present 6 Days to Sunday, an inside look at the Cowboys and Vikings heading for a Sunday showdown.
You gotta be ready, man. It's Sunday night, September 17th. The Cowboys and Vikings are going into overtime in what becomes one of the most watched television events ever on any cable network.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
That's what you saw on Wednesday, November 8th. TNT will show you a side of the NFL that has never been seen before on television.
6 days prior to the Dallas game, we're a little loose right now.
Somebody give me a sandwich.
A side that has always been off limits to all but the teams themselves.
Okay, now somebody's got to make a play out there.
The Dallas game, to me, really typified what the NFL is all about because you're going against the best.
I watch it Sunday.
All right.
See a side of the NFL you've never seen before. Don't miss 6 Days to Sunday. Premieres Wednesday, November 8th. An NFL on TNT special brought to you by Red Dog Beer. You are your own dog.
You'll feel the pain of victory. That's why Alzana's Raid is one of our favorite movies. Thursday at 8 on TNT.
Now is the best time of the entire year to get an RV from Romania's RV Center. Here's another reason why. Our new 96 models are in, so every 95 is value sale price for immediate delivery. Like this new 95 Southwind 30-footer. You save over $15,000. Remember, stop in today and enter to win this new campsite trailer absolutely free. Romania RV Centers, the Northwest's best.
At the Discovery Channel, we go to extraordinary lengths to tell extraordinary stories. Stories that take you off the beaten path. So if we see it, you see it. The Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
The Discovery Channel, sponsored locally by Skis Jewelers.
The architect of Mideast peace is assassinated. A nation mourns. And as world leaders gather, CNN brings you live coverage of the funeral for Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. 7 a.m. Eastern, Monday.
Back to our McClintock hosts, Patrick and Michael Wayne.
I had a fight scene with a young guy in the movie, and then his uncle came in after we had our fight. I thought I was supposed to be like a boxer from college, so I take care of this guy. But then the guy's uncle comes in to take care of me.
Oh, so you're the young farmer boy that whipped my nephew. Well, I'm Fauntleroy Sage, young Ben's uncle.
Well, I'm no farmer, but if you're young Ben's uncle, yes, I whipped him.
And he's a great big guy. He's about 6'6", probably 280. You know, he's a great big, solid guy. So my dad's going to soften him up. He says there'll be no kicking in the shins, and he kicks him in the shins, and he punches him below the belt, and he twists his nose. Well, when he's going to do this in the show, he's faking these kicks, but the guy's not reacting. It doesn't, you know, he's I don't know whether he's scared or nervous, or for some reason, he's not taking a big enough reaction to these things. And my dad wants him to get bigger, and he keeps saying, big reaction. But he doesn't have a lot of patience, so when the guy came in the next time, he really kicked him in the shins and hit him low, and he twisted his nose, and twisted, and he had to twist his nose so much to get the kind of reaction that he wanted, that when he took his hands away, he looked like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He had the bright red nose, and it was bright red all day, and every scene he was in, bright red.
He's all yours.
We now return to McClintock on TNT.
Come on,
McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
In the NFL, there's a forbidden zone, off limits to TV cameras. Till now. Find out how the Cowboys and Vikings prepared for a Sunday showdown. Don't miss 6 Days to Sunday. Premieres Wednesday at 8. An NFL on TNT special.
Got any Tylenol, Mike?
No, but I've got this.
Oh, no thanks. My doctor says ibuprofen can interfere with my high blood pressure medication.
My dad uses these, and he takes medicine for his blood pressure.
My doctor told me to use Tylenol. I mean, it works great, and he says it's safer for me.
I wonder if my dad knows this.
If you take ibuprofen, there are many reasons why Tylenol may be safer for you.
Look, I'll see you in 8 hours, and I'll bring some Tylenol for your dad.
Is this your idea of better TV? How about this? Or better yet, this. If you ask me, it's not the TV, but what's on it, like DirecTV. 61 movie channels, 28 music channels, 14 news and information channels, and 12 family channels. All together only on DirecTV. So you can really channel your family's interests.
Now for as low as $34.95 a month, you can own the 18-inch DSS dish of your choice with DirecTV programming. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
I'm Dave Clark. I'm a big eater. Now tell the court where you were for lunch Tuesday. I was eating a Wendy's Big Bacon Classic combo. You know, quarter pound of fresh beef, 3 strips of bacon, cheese, toppings, biggie fries, and a drink.
Sounds like a big meal. Did you finish it?
Every bite.
Really?
Well,
Liar!
liar!
The court.
Isn't it true it was too big for you?
It was too big!
Get off the stand.
Wendy's Big Bacon Classic Combo is only for big eaters.
It was too big!
Don't let this happen to you.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I was hosting my first big business dinner, and I paid with my Visa card. Turns out I was over my limit. I was so embarrassed, I didn't know what to do. So I got the American Express card, and it never happened again.
Call 1-800-THE-CARD. We can take your application right over the phone.
Applying for the card was one of the easiest things I've ever done, and smartest. And anyone who's ever gone anywhere knows it. I have a place to cash checks, get my mail, and get help when I need it.
My dad said the minute you get a job, get an American Express card. He said, trust me on this one. I've gone everywhere with it. And here's a tip. Sign up for membership rewards, and everything you charge on the card will earn you program points, so you can keep on traveling.
So call now for the American Express card. You can apply right over the phone.
It's really worth it.
It helped not having a preset limit.
I got cash on the go.
I can call 24 hours a day. That helps.
Go anywhere, and it's with you all the way.
Don't delay. Just dial 1-800-THE-CARD.
Variety says it's hip. People magazine says it's like some hysterical hallucination for grown-ups. It's Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, and it's only on Cartoon Network every Friday night at 11. If you don't have Cartoon Network, call your cable operator.
War movies and war heroes. Dig in for Operation TNT throughout this Veterans Day weekend.
Tune in TCI this Sunday for ESPN football.
John Elway and the Broncos hit the road and take on the new-look Eagles in a Sunday night showdown, live from the vet.
This is going to be a wonderful game. Just wonderful.
Start your Sundays with NFL Game Day at 8:45 a.m. Then catch NFL Primetime at 4 p.m. The game starts at 5. Denver at Philadelphia. Sunday means football on ESPN.
This is the place to turn for television's most reliable coverage of business and financial news. This is the place for in-depth coverage of the world of sports from morning till night.
This is the place for lively conversation, both sides of the issues.
Fashion and design, entertainment news,
Live breaking news.
business and financial news.
This is CNN.
This is CNN.
This is CNN.
We now return to McClintock on TNT.
Good morning, Drago.
Morning, Davy.
Seen Daddy?
McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
The journey, the battle, the adventure so big, it has to be a movie. Johnny Quest versus the Cyber Insects, a world premiere movie. Sunday, November 19th at 7 Eastern, only on TNT.
Your number is up.
To all the people wandering around lost on the internet,
You must be looking for a new ride, right?
Yeah.
Prodigy introduces interest groups.
Ever since I saw the movie The River Runs Through It, Brad Pitt, I said, you've got to go fishing.
Bullfrogs also eat these. Ordinary man can't stand it when that happens.
Fly fishing, just one of the many interest groups you'll find in the new Prodigy. Call 1-800-PRODIGY for software.
Hurry into Subway right now and get a steak and cheese made just the way you want it. Tender cuts of juicy steak, loads of melted cheese, and your choice of fresh fixins, all on fresh baked bread. Come and get it at Subway. What a sandwich!
Tuesday night NBA on TNT. Sir Charles is back with a trophy in mind. But Patrick's got championship thoughts of his own. Suns, Knicks, Tuesday at 8 on TNT.
Suspense, romance, drama. The greatest movies in history are now fabulous soundtracks.
Good morning.
Call now to receive a free catalog showcasing these great compact discs. Each CD features Hollywood's greatest musical moments in glorious digital sound.
In the rain.
Plus booklets containing rare photos and stories that take you behind the scenes of these classic films.
Interesting.
The music of Hollywood's golden age, shining brighter than ever.
You could take 49 cubic feet of junk mail, old tax returns, and all that other baggage. Launch it up a treacherous mountain road and bid it a fond farewell. The Saab 900. Find your own road. Saab.
chocolate chew.
Reason, the chocolate chew.
Remember the rules, Lieutenant. First one to make a mistake gets to burying some people.
You'll feel the price paid for the frontier. That's why Ozana's Raid is one of our favorite movies. Thursday at 8 on TNT.
Cowboys, Vikings, the making of a Sunday showdown. Watch 6 Days to Sunday premieres Wednesday at 8 on TNT. The best selection of the best used cars at true discount prices. Romania Wholesale Outlet. Whatever your credit history, we can help at Romania.
This sporty 85 Buick Regal two-door, just $799 down, $114 a month. Here's a 1992 T-Bird, 5-liter V8, $995 down, $199 a month. This 86 Dodge Colt 4-door is yours for only $795 down and $112 a month.
Romania Wholesale Outlet, just across from the Hungry Duck on Country Club Road.
Prime Sports is where to look for your favorite college football action. 100 years of gridiron history take the field this season as the reigning Pac-10 champion Oregon Ducks get a running start on their second century. Mike Velotti's Westwood Wonders play every down of every game on Prime Sports, and that means you can see it all from the best seat in the house. So catch the Ducks centennial season on your cable system, Northwest Sports Regiment. Prime Sports, we play the Northwest.
Back to our McClintock hosts, Patrick and Michael Way.
I remember he's talking to Stephanie Powers, to his daughter in the film, and he says, "You think you're going to get this, but you're not." He said, "I'm going to leave it, make it a park so a lot of people can enjoy it." Well, I remember one time he had a great Russell bronze that I liked, and he says, "You like this bronze, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Well, you're not going to get it." He says, "Because if I give it to you and then I give the other bronze to Patrick, it'll just sit in your living rooms and gather dust and nobody will see it." What he said is, "I'm just going to donate it all to the National Cowboy Hall of Fame where everybody can appreciate it." And that's what he did.
We now return to McClintock. McClintock, starring John Wayne, will return after these messages on TNT.
Land Rover Discoveries frequently come home slightly more soiled than ordinary cars. But they still get washed exactly the same way. With soap and water.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl. Choose your favorite pasta from our special menu, then manja. Enjoy as many free refills as you want with free soup or salad and breadsticks. The never-ending pasta bowl, just $6.95 for a short time at the Olive Garden.
They broke color barriers, stereotypes, and records. Athletes who became legends. Dramatic moments in black sports history. Tuesday at 10:30 on TNT.
It goes by the lofty title, The American Dream. But it's also known as the Fixer-Upper with 1.5 baths, or the New Wagon with room for 10. On occasion, it goes by the name, The Orthodontist Said Braces, for both. So if you're Bank of America, you stand by to help with the money, no matter what the dream's called. Even when it answers to Jenny, college freshman, class of 2005. Banking on America. Bank of America.
The 3M Filtrete microparticle air filter outperforms all other 1-inch filters by getting more of the small stuff that's in your air out, like more dust particles. It also traps pollen and mold, particles that could irritate your allergies. It even gets animal dander. Try the Filtrete microparticle air filter. It gets more of the small aggravating things in your air out, even smoke. Look for the complete line of 3M filters wherever you buy furnace and air conditioner filters.
From IBM. See and hear me at Radio Shack.
The architect of Mideast peace is assassinated. A nation mourns. And as world leaders gather, CNN brings you live coverage of the funeral for Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. 7 a.m. Eastern, Monday.
Tuesday night NBA on TNT. Suns, Knicks, Tuesday at 8 on TNT.
Unlock the mysteries of the Forbidden City. When the Discovery Channel visits China's secluded city known only to a select few. With special permission from the Chinese government, the Discovery Channel takes you on this exclusive tour. Explore this mysterious place throughout November on the Discovery Channel. See the difference on TCI.
Of the Mackenzie River, the Oregon Trail, Bob the Dog visits the Old Grove. These are just some of the huge, colorful murals in Springfield's popular art alley. For the past 10 years, the celebrated tourist attraction in the downtown Depot District has delighted both young and old. Make it a point to take an easy stroll down Art Alley. It's fun, unique, and even educational. Take a new look. See the real Springfield.
Back to our McClintock hosts, Patrick and Michael Wayne.
Well, I remember one time, too, talking about stunts, that there was a stunt where Maureen and my father had a little argument in the bedroom.
I've taken all I'm going to take from you.
You are insane!
You are going to tell me why you packed up, picked up, and walked out on me.
And then they came out on the front porch, and we went along the outside, and she went backwards off the balcony, landed in a hay wagon, and then he jumped off after her.
2 years ago, you remember, you came home from Denver with lipstick all over your...
So she went off, and I think Dean Smith, one of the stuntmen dressed up as her, went off backwards and into the hay wagon. And then my father went up, and I thought maybe they put the stuntman up there. So I said, wait a minute, what's happening here? He says, well, I'm going to jump off. I said, oh, that's great. You're going to jump off a, $1 million star when we got a stuntman. He says, well, you want Chuck to do it? And I said, yeah, I want Chuck to do it. So he said, okay, Chuck, come on. So Chuck did it, and then he said, okay, now I'm going to do it. So now Chuck got paid, and then, and he did it anyway. I always lost those arguments. I don't know why.
We now return to McClintock on TNT.